Welcome back to episode 2 of the Rick Stein Show. My name is Nathaniel Barbie, the host of the Coaches Show, featuring USI head women's basketball coach Rick Stein. In this episode, we're going to get a deeper dive into the USI head coach and even talk a little bit about his playing days with USI. I got Rick Stein waiting in the room. He's going to come in. We're going to get right into this. Hey, Coach. How are you doing today?
Nate, doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm living the dream. Can't complain.
I hear you.
I really want to start right now, but I'm just going to advise you, this is going to be all about you. This show is going to be directly about your years as a coach, even some years as a player. Now, I really just want to let everyone know.
Trying to bore everybody? What are you doing here? All about me, huh?
It's all about you. You can be a little greedy. It's all about yourself today in this show. I really want to get a deeper dive into your coaching experience, even the years of you playing. I know a lot of people don't really know about the history of Rick Stein, so I really want that to come to the surface in this episode.
Okay, well, let's go then. Sure.
My first question, of course, is how did you start coaching? What got you into coaching?
It's funny because, I guess as I was growing up and maybe even, going through high school, going through, even college for the most part, I would say that coaching was something that was always in the back of my mind. But one of the things I knew I didn't want to do, I knew I didn't want to be a high school teacher or a high school coach. And so I really didn't know the avenues of becoming one. How do you become a college coach or whatever it is. And at the time, it just maybe kind of didn't seem feasible unless you went through the high school ranks, I guess. As I went to college, I went to Parkland College in Champaign, Illinois. I had a great experience there. We had a national finals finish as a freshman. We played for a national title and losing that game. We finished fourth in the country my sophomore year, got recruited here to USI and had success NCAAs right away. And my senior year, I think we were a win away from 19-9 and had some great wins. And as I was going through my degree, and I've got a degree in business, with an emphasis on management from USI. I love the degree. I use it every day. And I wouldn't trade it in for anything. But when I got towards the end of my degree, that senior year, coaching kind of just, it went from the back of my head to the front of my head. It kind of just came to the forefront. And, one of the things I just couldn't envision, not being around the game, not going to the gym every single day, not having basketball involved in my everyday life. And as I got, obviously, deeper into my senior year, the coaching part really jumped into play. I was hunting and starting to pursue, and, how can I do it? What avenues could I take? Certainly at that time, just to, how did I get into coaching? I was extremely blessed. Chancellor Dugan was coming in the year after I was done playing. It was that spring, we were in changeover of women's basketball coach, and Chancellor Dugan was coming in. She didn't know me, I didn't know her, but I had some people talking for me in our athletics department. One of them, my wife Carrie, she worked up in athletics and let her know about me, and had a few other people up there. Jody Jost is one of them, just kind of, spout my name a little bit, let them know that, I really had interest in coaching. And when she came in, she kind of took me under her wing right away. I still had some hours to finish my degree, as a basketball player and as a student athlete, I was still short some hours for my degree. So, my mindset was, how can I help? Can I be a student assistant any way, shape, or form, just to get my feet wet and get in the door? And again, I can't tell you how. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without Coach Dugan, and we're great friends. We're best of friends. She's my son's godmother. We go way back, and again, my start into coaching had everything to do with her giving me a chance, and obviously, getting my foot in the door, and I certainly have so much to owe to her for that opportunity.
And you've been here at USI coaching just for a couple of years. I might add,
Yeah.
it's nearly 30. It's turning up just a couple of years, not too many. Feels
Sure.
probably not like a lifetime to you, but it's been nearly 30 years. But why stay at USI? Why have you just stayed in this particular spot for the past nearly 30 years?
Well, I love it. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if it's any easier to say than that, but I love it here at USI. You know, one of the things that when I got recruited to USI, I thought I'd come here and play a couple of years, you know, and get my degree and go back to Crete, Illinois. I mean, I didn't know anything different. You know, obviously at that time I was going to, you know, be a business, graduate and maybe there'd be some opportunities and something along those lines, you know, back in my hometown. But, you know, obviously as you move forward, you know, one of the things that you always do, I think, is you go where the going's good. And it was really good here when I got recruited here. I love the campus and the community. You know, obviously, you know, a strong program and, you know, I was, you know, used to winning but I think that the thing that sold me is what's kept me here all these years is the people. It's just a great community, a great campus, a community, a great Evansville community. Yeah. I mean, the people really care about what's going on with our programs, our university, you know, our players, our student athletes, and it just says so much. Some of the people that I was in a classroom with here are still here supporting, and of course, you know, even professors, you know, people on our campus that you know, have been a major factor in building this campus are still here and still supporting our kids, and I just think that's something pretty cool. You know, back in the day, when Coach Dugan came in, the women's program here was really struggling before that, and couldn't find many wins. I mean, it was kind of a tough, you know, stint, especially my couple of years as a player, and boy, the mindset was to turn it around and do it quickly and as fast as we could, and you know, she had big dreams, of course, and it was fun to be a part of those. And what you want to do is obviously you build a successful program, and man, it's hard to get it there. Then it's even harder to keep it there. And you know, that's been, you know, some of the, you know, obviously challenges and the fun of you know, of working with these young women every single day to try to create greatness and success, not only on the court, but everywhere in the classroom, in our community, and get them prepared for what's going on after here. Yeah, obviously I know, you know, a lot of times you can tell my excitement for things, but this university has been unbelievable and certainly been extremely blessed to be a part of it for over 30 years now. Yeah.
Could you describe what it's like to coach for your alma mater?
Yeah, you know what, there's a passion I have for this university that maybe somebody who didn't play wouldn't have. I don't know. I guess that's something that you'd have to ask coaches who are coaching places that you know, didn't play there. You know, I guess the feel I have, the ownership I have of you know, of our program, all of our programs, of our athletics department, of our university, of that business department. I mean, I guarantee you, I mean, I enjoyed that business department and that degree and so many people. I mean, I just saw Tim Shibbick. Dr. Shibbick was, we had a recruit in this last week. He was in the University Center. Tim Shibbick was my macroeconomics teacher back when I got here in 1989. And he's been a huge supporter in that for years. And I can name so many names and you know, how does it feel? Outstanding. How does it feel to be a part of something that has had so much success and in the growth that I keep telling people this. I you know, in my 31 years here, 32, I don't know how many it is, 31, whatever. I mean, there's been some sort of construction on our campus every single year, whether it's a new building going up or remodeling or new housing or just anything. I mean, it's amazing. It's been so fun to be a part of, and of course now, you know, didn't hurt that they started building a new arena and they started redoing the pack and, you know, all those kind of things that certainly came full circle to our facilities too, which has been really is so fun to be a part of also.
And as great as of a coach you are, and I do have to add that you are a magnificent coach with your girls and really strive for defense. I'm really impressed by that. I was a very defensive guy whenever I was on the floor for basketball. I love defense.
All
I
right.
love watching.
You could have played for us. I'd have recruited you. Defensive minded. There you go.
I love it. But, of course, with being as great of a coach, other schools have probably really wanted you. Were there other options other than USI to coach for?
Well, over the years, different things come about, and you hear different things. Certainly, at different places, different levels. To me, you know, to me, I never. I mean, some coaches are on a track where they want to find, maybe, hey, they want to get to a Division I level, or they want to coach a BCS team, or whatever it is. I want to coach in the Big Ten or whatever. For me, what I wanted to do was have a chance to build a great program that could have success on the court, but also off it, and have a chance to play for championships. And there's no better place than right here. And I never thought that moving on to another level mattered. It wasn't like it was better. I think that our position as a high level Division II is better than most levels of anything. So again, the opportunity to build a great program, have recruit outstanding student athletes and people. We want to bring in great players, great students, but outstanding people, and that's been so fun to have a chance to do. But and build success and winners. And here's the thing. I mean, not every year's not perfect, and we haven't been in NCAA's every. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. Everybody wants to beat you. We've got Southern Indiana. That Southern Indiana gets on the jersey, and know that throughout the years we've had a lot of success. So teams are trying to beat us, but again, I think that just adds to the challenges and the fun of it. And I certainly I certainly look forward to getting this team this year into positions where we can play for championships again, and hopefully be in that NCAA tournament again. Hopefully play it, hopefully be able to get a chance to actually play the games in NCAA, and that's what we think every year here.
And as a head coach, you are currently the all-time leader in wins with 377 currently. What has been the key to your success?
Great players. Yeah, great players, great coaches. I think consistency of program helps, and I certainly am blessed to have Randa Gatling by my side. She's been with me for every year as a head coach, 22 going on 22 years now, or 21, 22, whatever it is. Stephanie Carpenter, and I can go back. From the beginning. I've been blessed to have great coaches and assistant coaches, GAs, whatever, student assistants, people who are helping our program, and we've had great ones throughout the years. But then obviously you got to bring in great players. You got to have really good students and really good athletes and put it all together that way. This isn't every W is about everybody. I don't even know how many wins you said, but they're obviously been blessed to be a part of a lot of W's here, and it's about program. It's about everybody who's a part of it, and everybody's really put the blood, sweat, and tears quote unquote into it, and into so many great great years and great scenarios, and again that's those are things that we hope to keep on going and hope to keep building on as we continue to move forward.
And you mentioned Randa, and she has been a big part of this USI women's basketball team. She's really been by your side since the very beginning. Could you touch on a little bit how she has helped you as a coach?
Well, in so many ways. It's funny because I was assistant coach when Randa played here, and in her 4 years, we won 100 games and lost 16. And Randa was not our leading scorer. I don't think she led us in any statistical categories, but I can tell you, I remember one practice in those 4 years, she wasn't able to practice, and it was our worst practice. Just her emotion, her intensity, her communication. She brings an excitement level and an intensity level every single day, and she did it as a player, and I think she carried that over as a coach. I don't think coaching was something that she thought about until I called her, and I said, I want you to be my assistant coach. And I don't think she had other things going. Obviously was a social work major, and believe it or not, she uses that every day too. There's part of everybody's major that you put into this, but the the growth of her, and seeing her grow throughout her years here and help our program grow has been amazing and tremendous. It's been so fun. Obviously as our recruiting coordinator right now, she's in charge of, and recruiting something we all do. I mean, we just have to. Stephanie, Carpenter's involved in it. I'm involved in it, but somebody's got to coordinate. Somebody's got to get us going in the right direction. She's been doing it, for a lot of years now, and knows how important that process is. Could Randa be a head coach somewhere right now? Absolutely. Could Coach Gatling be a head coach somewhere? Absolutely. Right now, we certainly are. I'm blessed just to have her, and her experience, her knowledge, and her intensity and passion. And that's the thing, just like, how I feel about the university is exactly the way she feels. Again, it's all, she played here. She's got a degree here. Same thing with Stephanie Carpenter. There's I think there's something to be said for, our whole staff being graduates here and have played here and our coaching here. And again, I think we've had a great run together doing it.
You have coached several great teams throughout your years. Could you even think about who was your favorite team coaching? Do you even have that team in the back of your mind, your favorite overall? You can't be as biased right now because some of your girls are probably listening right now, but you don't even have to be biased. Who was your favorite team coaching, or even just a certain player?
Yeah, no, it's. I don't know if I can pinpoint one team. There, obviously, we've been doing this so long. We've had so many teams with great success, and some of that success leads to an Elite Eight or something. Some of it leads to, a conference tournament championship, maybe, or a conference championship, maybe a West Division or East Division championship, whatever division you're playing. We've I don't know. We've had so many really good bunches and really good teams, and I can't pinpoint one. That's for dang sure. Every single one of them, has made me a better coach. Every single one of them has helped me to learn and grow and get better. The only thing I could do right now, I'll just go with the most recent one and the things, last year's team taught me. The bunch we had was so young and so new. We had so many young ones that we were relying on to not only, not fill minutes, but help us win games. I mean, to really step in and we asked players to really take on different roles in a short amount of time last year, and all that came together, which was really fun. And for that team that team had 5 upperclassmen and only 4 of them were returnees. And for that team to end up in the NCAA tournament was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Again, I don't know if I put that group ahead of anybody else because I think all the teams matter. So know that, okay? I'm not putting anybody ahead of anybody else, but that's the most recent one. So that's the one to talk about, and how close knit that group was. Great teammates on a great team, and that bunch really supported each other. That was fun. That was fun to be around.
And could you even describe one of your favorite coaching memories in the past 20 years?
Oh boy, man, that's there's too many to count, I guess. There's really anytime you have a chance to watch teams succeed, watch players grow and get better. I mean, those are victories, man. I think that's what we do as coaches. Success isn't always about wins and losses. And again, I've been a part of both, when players, I think our job is to get the most out of each and every young woman that comes through here. Try to help them reach their potential. And I think that's the thing that's the most fun is when you see players really, reach their potential on the court for sure, but also off the court, in the classroom or maybe in the community, what's going on campus. When you see them just grow and change, I think those are the things that excite you. As a coach, the last thing I want to do is that hurts. Losses are, nobody goes undefeated. I mean, there's nobody goes undefeated in a lifetime of coaching. It's not that. but certainly, if we're not getting the most out of, in helping players and helping people reach their potential, then that hurts more, just because, I think that's part of what we got to do as leaders and as role models and as coaches. And we wear a lot of hats, and we got to get, these young women ready to go and ready for life too. And I take a lot of pride in that.
And what's some advice you would want to give to future coaches?
Don't do it. Yeah, no, I'm playing. No, I'm kidding. You know what? One of the things that's I think some young people think right now is that hey, it's easy. I'll just come out, I'll just coach, and I'll just get into it, and I'll find my way. And it really doesn't work that way. Just like in anything, you got to start the ground up, and you got to pay your dues. You got to work. And I wasn't afraid of that when I started as a student assistant. I was trying to learn so much and be a part of everything. I was a graduate assistant for 2 years, and then I became the head assistant coach. And the work and the hours you put in it's I'm not saying it's harder than anybody else's job. Everybody's got a tough job, but it just, I think a lot of people think, oh man, I'll just coach and it'll be, I'll just get into it. It'll be easy. There are way more coaches in this country right now than there are jobs. And so, you got to start, somewhere, and to start at the ground and work up is not a bad thing. It's, plan and prepare for that. And, even as a coach, I'm not, I don't think there's anything that as a head coach now for so long. I mean, I was in the gym on was it Friday morning? I was in the gym on Friday morning before I work out, sweeping the floor. But, hey, if that's what it takes, I'm okay. I don't have any problem sweeping the floor. Whatever it takes to help our team succeed and help our team win, I'm good with that. Again, everybody's got a job in our program, but there's no job that's beneath what we're trying to get done and accomplish. So whatever it takes to find success and to win. So no, great profession. I was kidding earlier. Great profession. Get into it. Especially if you love working with people and young people. And this certainly is a way to help and make impressions on young people's lives. Not only with our team, but I think on our whole campus.
You're a very humble coach. You're a very successful coach. Multiple GLVC Coach of the Year recognitions, sent several teams into the regional tournament. And for my last question, this might be the hardest one to answer, and you might not even be able to tell me this answer, but I've got to ask it. When do you think it'll be time to hang up the suit?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm getting, hey, Nate, I'm getting older, but I'm not that old, buddy. Come on. Man, do I look that old? I know I've been here for a while, but, I started when I was pretty young. So, I haven't thought one bit about it. That's not even on my mind because I'm enjoying it so much. Again, I'm 51 years old, not 101 years old. So I think I got a little bit of life left in me here to keep this going. My passion for it's great, and it hasn't changed. But maybe gone up throughout the years. Yeah, and I don't know how it could do that, but it certainly hasn't gone down. There's nothing that is inside of me right now that says it's time to think about the end, because I don't know when that's going to come, and I certainly don't see it soon. So no, I enjoy it too much. I love it too much, and I love this place too much, and to have the opportunity, to get out there every single day to be around these young people and help them succeed. I just love it. And yeah, I'm not going to hang it up anytime soon, as far as I know anyway. So
it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Well, I want to thank you once again for joining us for the second episode. Really appreciate it. And I learned quite a bit about you. Now I can go into the broadcast and I can talk a little bit about Coach Stein, what he's done. All
you had to do was ask, Nate. I'm an open book here, so no worries now. No, it's always good talking to you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Had a good talk this morning, and we'll see again next week, right?
Same time as always.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you again.
Take care, man.